All right, so just a quick video on some DJ gear for you DJ gear heads. This is my DJ booth, one of them, the main one I use most of the time. It matches, as you can see, black speakers, black speaker stands, black DJ booth, black moving heads, and my mixer, I guess you could say, is black. My Newmark NS7, this is the Newmark NS7 III, and you can see here it's got a like a polyurethane, better known as plastic cover to keep it, dust cover. Just this doggone thing, which is basically like tinted plastic, but it's specifically fit for this mixer. The Newmark NS7 III, as you can see right there. Newmark NS7 III, Serato powered software powers this bad boy up, and it's got the moving platters, as you can see there. The ones and twos. This thing powers up. It lights up like Christmas. It's awesome. You got your Akai, actual Akai touch pads here, for finger drumming and hot cues and auto rolls and loops, samplers, slicer, all that is right here. And anyways, so as you can see, it's black, and this is like a smoked tinted polyurethane case. That whole setup, just the mixer, is like 40 pounds, 35 pounds, 40 pounds. Pretty solid, well-made piece of gear. And so it matches. Now, this thing is made by a company called Odyssey Innovative Design. They're out of California, so it's a United States company, so you can support the US manufacturing. And they're from California, so they can ship it. I got this on Amazon, so they will ship it to your house in a box, fold it up, and as you see, it just folds open. It's highly adjustable, however you want to adjust it, to suit your needs. And then these are EVs, which is electro voice. It's got the little light in the front. And let me show you the back. I have it powered up. It's a powered speaker. You have your LED readout right there. Let me turn the light on. And as you push that in, you can see it says different modes. Well, let me turn that off now. Okay, now you can read it. It says club mode. You scroll down, or if you stayed in club mode, you click it. See, it says club. Now it's speech, live, music. I keep it on club because you get more bass. Location is poll, or you can go monitors, brackets. I keep it on poll. The bass, I have it at +5 decibels, which seems to work out pretty good for me. If you can read that, I don't know if you can read that, but the bass is +5 decibels. The sub is off. The treble is +1, +5. Okay, so treble's +5. So you got bass, treble. Your LED can be on or off. I leave it on. And then exit out. And then your main level, I have it at +4 decibels. I don't go too much further than +4 decibels. You have your left and right balance, and just like this is your main volume, or this is your decibel levels, but this is your main volume right here. And so you can plug in XLRs directly here. You have two. You can daisy chain them. You have a direct microphone out, and then I have obviously this little, I forgot what you call it, 3.5 inch, whatever. It goes right to my Amazon Kindle, whatever Kindle Fire or something like that. And here's the back of the booth. Turn the light back on. Nothing fancy about it. It's coated with some type of felt, or like a soft material. I think it's just felt. And then you can see it's just a hinge. There's hinges top and bottom. Very basic. You can put stickers back here. You can do all kinds of stuff. And it folds up really well. Easy to travel. It's not heavy. The speaker stands that I use are On Stage. That's the brand, On Stage. You get 2 of these and they come in a case. They're adjustable. As you can see, there's holes. And they go down here. And then there's, see how I have the pin in there. It's pinned. You tighten that down. They're highly adjustable. Whatever the height of your ceiling is. Like for me, I'm just messing around. I'm at home, so I keep it well below the ceiling. And then I just wanted to mess around with them today and play with the settings and the sound and see how it sounded, because my apartment is largely, especially in the living room area, it's largely open, as you can see. And I have these, I don't know what kind, they're like, you know, just it's non-carpeted, so it doesn't absorb as much sound. It's like a laminate material, you know, those, you can buy that stuff at Home Depot. And so as I'm in my living room, I wanted to do adjustments to the acoustics of my speaker, my levels. So I played some music from that, which is one way to go. My computer's down right now, so I don't have time. I don't have the opportunity to practice my mixes and my sets and do some live mixes and recordings, because I have to get my MacBook Pro repaired. So meantime, I still try to make the most of it by, you know, setting up this thing and then adjusting my sound levels. And then I do them one speaker at a time, and then sometimes I'll set up both, and then I'll do the stereo effect to see how they sound as far as the balance. And that's basically it. But since I had them set up, I just wanted to show you guys how that Odyssey D.J.booth looks and how it blends and matches with my Electro Voice EV ZLX 15s and my Intimidator 260s, those are nice 75 watt moving heads. And you can see in the background how they're doing their thing and changing their colors, because I have one over there next to that Newmark, and then I just beam it against the wall. So you can see that. I recommend them. $650 for the black. I think the white are a little more because of the weddings. And that one is obviously pointed that direction. And then the other one over there is pointed at the wall right there. But you can see how it blends in. They're great lights, and they're premium lights. They're very powerful. 75 watts. You can rock a show with at least 2,000 people, no problem. At least maybe more, maybe 4,000 people, because these are very, very powerful. Professional. You get 30,000 hours of life with them, which is a long time. If you use them properly, you'll get that translates into about 5 years or 6 years of continuous use of gigs on weekends and 5-hour shows and 6-hour shows. You're going to get about 5 or 6 years out of those bulbs. And then, you know what, they're LEDs, so you could probably just have Chauvet replace the bulbs and get another 20, 30,000 hours out of them or whatever. So meantime, there it is right there. Just having a little fun, and I was mixing some sound to see how my speaker was doing its thing. So I don't know how it sounds for you, but for me, I got the levels adjusted to where I want them, to where my bass is where I need it to be, my treble is where I need it to be, and it sounds just right. And I have it, like I said, in club mode because it gives me more bass. These Electro Voices, I recommend them. For the 15s, you're gonna drop about $500. So they're about $499. If you get the 12s, they are the 12s are $100 less. So it's $399 for the ZLX 12. Same things, exact same thing, except they're just 12-inch woofers. The ZLX 15s are $499, brand new. So whatever you think you need, if you're gonna rock a larger show with 200 people, 250 people, I'd suggest the 15s. If you're gonna stay 250 or less, 200, 150, 50 people, 100 people as a mobile DJ, the 12s are plenty powerful. They rock, and they're lighter. They're smaller, they're lighter, but they're still very powerful. It's the same exact look. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So again, it's up to your needs and your wallet. So it's not a bad deal to get two 12s for $399 each. And even if you can't afford it, get one, and then later on get the second one. That's what I did. I had to buy one at a time. I got one. I still did a show with it because I just needed that one speaker, and then I bought the other one later, and I was able to do. Now you have that stereophonic sound that you need that balances out in a room. But again, I just wanted to make a quick video and show you guys this quick little silly setup, because I live alone now, and it's a great thing, and I can set up and do whatever I want to do. And when I get my laptop fixed, I'm going to put that together for you with my Newmark NS7 III, which I really like that mixer. It's a very powerful mixer, the one I showed you right there. This thing is excellent, very, very excellent. And when I get my computer fixed, I'll show you how excellent it really is. So this is my small little apartment, and there is my basic setup. Now with that basic setup, which is just these two lights, that booth, the two speakers and the speaker stands, you know, my table and all that, and tape down my wires and my microphones, just that, I'm rocking shows. And I'll give you a heads up what I do. My basic setup for doing a show is anywhere between $500 to $600 for 5 hours. Once you start integrating in fog machines and dry ice machines and monograms, custom monograms, and maybe a cocktail hour if it's a wedding, where you have another speaker in another room that's just for the cocktail hour, or you go past that 5 hour mark, now you're talking $800, $900. And it's variable, but I have packages. But my base level price, no frills, just two speakers, a booth, a microphone, and in most cases not even those lights, but I have a smaller lighting setup. That's $500 to $600. And then there's fractions of time, like if you want another hour and I'm there and you say, can you stay another hour? No problem, this is what I charge for that. Boom, and they'll give me another $100. And so that's how it works. And as professional DJs, especially mobile DJs, you guys understand we can't undercut ourselves. This is a tough service. It's a fun service. We're entertainers. We're professionals. We bring the heat. You bring your A game every time. You're professional. You have your insurance. You're traveling to the event. You're setting up. You have gas costs. You have equipment rental costs because they're renting your equipment. You have music. I own my music, so they're renting my songs. They're also paying for me, my service, as I'm blending and mixing, and sometimes there's a dress code involved. I have to wear a certain kind of outfit, and then I'm there for 5 hours. So you're talking minimum $500. And so for some of you guys, that's going to be variable based upon your skill sets and all that kind of stuff. But again, that's where I start my baseline as at 500, and then I go up from there. If it's a bigger wedding with 200, 250 people, and I have a cocktail hour and I'm there for 5.5, 6 hours, and I'm doing announcements, and I have the dry ice machine, the Nimbus, and all those other things going, and a monogram beamed on the wall that I had to custom order for the bride and groom, and you know, all these little extras that are added. Now you're talking $700, $800, $900, depending how long you're there and how much, you know, how many people you have to deal with, and all the little factors. It just, you negotiate that price. But again, you got to have insurance, and you got to be a professional and get a contract with everything you do. So that's quick little video, just a little update. Like I said, I wanted to do this. It was just off the top of my head, just because I set this up and I wanted to see, one, how it looked, and two, how that sounds, because I just wanted to set up one speaker and adjust the levels, and that's what I did. So again, thanks for watching. This is just a little goofy video I wanted to throw together. But hey man, stay out there, stay motivated out there. I know we're in this global pandemic. Don't give up. All my DJs, all my people who love music, stay in the fight. It's picking up. I'm getting a lot of emails as of late, about 3 to 4 a week, people inquiring about my prices, and you know, and they want to hire a DJ for different events, backyard stuff. You got to wear your mask and keep that social distancing, and also you have microphone covers that keep the sanitation of the microphone so that people aren't using the same microphone if they're making announcements. When the person uses it, they take the cover off with them, and they're disposable. They can throw it in their pocket, keep it, and use it again, and then you put on a brand new speaker cover, microphone cover, and they're just little mesh, and it's just sanitation wise to keep everything safe. And as a DJ, you got to be a professional and respect that everybody is dealing with the same thing all over the United States, all over the world with this pandemic. But you can still be, a entrepreneur, a businessman. You can still bring the services that you provide. You can still socialize in that way with weddings, parties, corporate events, birthdays, graduations, you name it, anniversaries. People still need that. They still need to interact. We're humans. We need each other. And social gatherings with parties and entertainment is very, very. You look at the history of human beings on this planet. We've all done that, socialized and gathered together. We have to do that. We need each other. If we didn't do that, I don't think we could exist. So that's why I really love being a DJ, because I like interacting with people. So thanks a lot. This is Staff Sergeant Calhoun, otherwise known as DJ 50cal from Bulldog Entertainment Professional Sound and Lighting. You can find us on Facebook. Just look up Bulldog Entertainment Pro Sound and Lighting. And when you do, try to join my group, DJs and Turntablism, also on Facebook. You can find us there. And I am your DJ, DJ 50cal. Thank you very much. Late.